You are not an echo. You are an origin, and you must treat yourself as such. Withdraw daily to the throne room of your mind. Let no one enter. Let no distraction leak through. And in that space, rehearse your new identity. Say, I am not here to remember. I am here to install. I do not replay the past. I build the future. I speak only what belongs in my next level of life. Let this be clear. You cannot change in public what you have not first rewritten in private. You cannot speak with power in the crowd if you have not first spoken with fire in solitude. The public self is a reflection of the private voice. And solitude is not loneliness. It is not depression. It is not delay. It is the training ground of thought. It is where the weak man dies and the dominant self is constructed. It is where doubt is strangled, where complaints are buried, where destiny is drafted. Let your silence not be passive. Make it sacred. Make it ritual. Do not enter it casually. Enter it with purpose. Sit down with your vision. Speak your affirmations. Breathe into your next self. This is not meditation. It is construction. And if the old self arises in that silence, mocking, whispering, doubting, do not fight him. Simply repeat over him. Starve him of your emotion. Overpower him with rhythm, and he will soon vanish. For the subconscious mind always obeys the most repeated thought. Affirm again. My silence is not escape. It is instruction. My solitude is not absence. It is ascension. The man who cannot sit with himself will forever need the noise of others to feel alive. But that is not life. That is slavery. And we have come now to kill the old master and install the new one. This is the wisdom they never gave you, not because it was hidden, but because it was too simple, too quiet, too internal. And most men are addicted to volume. But you now understand. The loudest change comes from the quietest command. Let the world rage. Let the market shift. Let opinions fly. You, silent, still, rehearsed, shall not be moved, because your foundation was poured in the stillness of the inner chamber. And the world cannot shake what it did not build. So go now, withdraw, not to flee but to form, not to isolate but to install, not to delay but to design. Your solitude is the sanctuary of your subconscious. Your silence is the chamber where your new identity is forged. Enter it daily, and never leave without direction. The moment you begin to rewire yourself, you will feel resistance. That resistance is not a warning. It is not a mistake. It is the signal that transformation has begun. The subconscious mind, long ruled by old commands, does not yield its throne easily, but it will yield to repetition, to decision, to will. Understand this now and forever. Resistance is proof of progress. It is the voice of the old self crying for survival. It is not danger, it is discomfort. And you must learn to sit with discomfort until it burns away the false and reveals the permanent. When a builder tears down an old structure to erect something greater, there is dust, there is noise, there is disruption. But it is not destruction, it is preparation. So it is with your mind. The tearing of old belief patterns will feel unsettling, but it is the necessary clearing for a higher structure. Say this aloud now. I do not seek ease, I seek alignment. Resistance means growth is underway. Repeat it until it becomes your answer to doubt, your sword against delay. For most men turn back at the first sign of friction. They misinterpret internal discomfort as failure, when it is in truth the labor pains of rebirth. The old self, long undisturbed, will attempt to return. He will speak softly. Why bother? He will whisper your past. He will mock your repetition. He will invite you back to comfort. But comfort is the grave of greatness. Hear me now. Ignore him, starve him, drown him in the new rhythm. Your repetition of strength must become so loud that the old self cannot be heard. Let us remember Thomas Edison. He was told thousands of times that his experiments were failures. He was told the results proved his vision false.
and I'll leave it right there. Thanking the Heavenly for wisdom, putting things in my way, right in front of me, so I can really check things out. Very much so. Again, for His mercy and His grace, forgiveness of sin, things I do, past, present, and future, and many other things that I do that I have no business doing. My battery went down. I thought I had this thing on charge. I guess not. So let's get with it. And again, thanking the Heavenly Most High, always. You got to be wise. All right. So let's get to it. Fragrances. Let's get out at it. Purple Powder by Gallagher Perfumes. One of my favorite houses. Even his other house, Pearlescence, is a very good house as well. That's his house, I guess, underneath his main Gallagher house. So purple powder, yellow mandarin, black and pink pepper, iris powder, cedarwood, benzoin, and toasted cinnamon. I smell miraculous. Straight up, I smell miraculous. I smell spontaneously super. So that's the fragrance I'm wearing today. Excuse me. When I bundle spray, copywritten. When I bundle spray, I sneeze sometimes. It is what it is. Because I went in. Because I'm going out to my favorite place again today. That's going to be my retreat. Maybe 3 times, maybe 2 times a week. Riverwinds in Deptford, New Jersey. Going to take that ride out there and get sit out there in the grass like I did last week and just chill and make sure my phone is nice and charged up so I can chill. Again, write some music, finish writing these lyrics to these songs, and get back here and get busy. I'm not sure if I'm working tomorrow, but I worked yesterday, and that $100 tip from my main man, Joseph. You see, I can call him Joe. His name is Mr. Deltner. Deltner? I don't have my phone. And this company does cement work and everything. Check them out. Let me get my phone, because I want to make sure I'm saying all this right. Okay. And this is not a paid advertisement. We got to finish talking, and we was talking on the way home. We just 2 business guys, you know what I mean? Oh, man, I sprayed a lot. That's okay. I don't care. Mr. Zeltner, so Superior Restoration LLC. And again, cement work. I think he does more than, masonry work and things like that. But, that's what we talked about. Because I told him I had a friend who was also in the business that did that. But, he kind of does it personally, like for friends and stuff like that for himself. He might do a business every now and then. But Mr. Zeltner, he gets busy. So, Superior Restoration LLC, look him up, and definitely give him a play. Because hey, you never know. You never know. I meet people all the time when I'm in, doing the chauffeuring thing, and I never know who I'm gonna meet. And that's why I not primarily do it. Of course, I primarily do it because I need a couple dollars every now and then. But for the most part, I do it because you never know who you're gonna meet. And real time, I've met millionaires. I've met famous folk. I've chauffeured first because most of these chauffeured folk or people who have great businesses and things like that, they're the ones that's coming back from vacations, going on vacation, doing business meetings here and flying over here and business meeting here. That's what they do. They get limos. That's what it is. So and remember, a limo is not always a long car. A limo is anything that transports you in style, and the person that's transporting you is stylish like myself. That's what it is. So anyway, just how I met him last night, and very gracious tip. Very gracious tip. That's my second 3-figure tip. I mean, I get 50s, I get 20s, 40s all the time. You know what I mean? But that 3-figure tip, that Ben Franklin, is that Ben Franklin's on that? I don't know. Whoever's on there, because I don't get too many of them. I don't get to see them often. I mean, I'm just saying, in this environment. So yeah. So thank you very much, Mrs. Zeltner. I appreciate you. I appreciate your business, and hope to see you again. And maybe I'll take you to the next adventure and pick you up also if I have to. All right, so again, Superior Restoration, check him out. Check out his business. I'm sure he has something to show you the pictures of all his work he does, I'm sure. So make sure you check him out, all right? Now, we talked about fragrances, bada bing. No need to talk about music, the studio and stuff, because y'all know what I do. So y'all know Google RaJuR Really Cool, and you hear all of my albums on SoundCloud, and so on and so forth. So, yeah, you know what it is. Y'all know I've been doing this too long that y'all don't know. But you know, all right? And now we're going to get to the fashion part, because y'all know I'm a fashion guy. So today we're going to keep it simple, because I'm going to sit out at Riverwinds. That's going to be outside. Bought me a chair last week, $40. Well, it's a nice chair. Got a little arm thing. You can put my notepad on, and you know, a little water and whatsoever. Bam, bam. And the seats like they call it director chair. And I am a director because I am I'm an actor also. So I can be a director too. Anyway, so I gotta be fashionable. So let's get with it. Let's tell you what I got on today. Just silver accoutrements, accoutrement, silver. My watch, everybody think is a Rolex. It's a Casio G-Shock. Yo, can I get that? Man, not a Rolex. It's a Casio G-Shock. But the young bucks really like this watch. And here I have my cool. I thought this watch was garbage at first when I bought it. I bought it online. It was be $160 watch. It was on sale for $39 through Walmart. And I bought it, but it seemed like I couldn't challenge. My didn't thinking there's like two magnetic contacts on the back, and I kept trying to put it there, and it kept repelling it. I'm like, man, this thing is broke. I put it back in the box, man. I said I'm gonna send it back. But I was cleaning up the other day, because y'all know I like to clean. You see my studio's impeccably clean. Everywhere in my house is impeccably clean, because that's what I do. Anyway, so I decided to take it out the box. Let me check this thing. All I do is flip it the other way. Magnetized. This thing does your blood pressure. It does your steps. Of course, y'all see my picture this morning. My blood pressure was 120/78. And this bad boy hit it right on time. It's measuring it now. So now I can rely on it. Because this said 119/77, and my arm meter said 120/78. Very close. Let me sit down and relax. 110/72. You better get your blood pressure right before you get caught. Do what you got to do. And like I said, I'm about to give up on this watch. This thing does blood pressure, does my steps. I mean, I do like maybe 5,000 steps around the apartment before I even get started. So doing steps, I'm going to get some steps in. But if I'd have had this on since this morning, you know, steps would have been crazy. How many steps have I done now just flapping around? I can't tell. It's not showing. Oh, 5,000. And this is washing clothes and whatsoever, real quick. So Hugo Boss T. I forgot I had this because last week I was wearing my Hugo Boss cargo pants, right? It would have been a perfect match. I didn't buy this because of cargo pants. I bought them totally separate. I forgot I had the thing. I looked up at my t-shirts. I'm like, man, I gotta wear some of these t-shirts. I used to wear them all the time when I was working because it was hot outside. You know, wear a t-shirt. But you know, now I was like, whatever. So today like a good day. So I figured I'd throw the t-shirt to Hugo with my black Karl Lagerfeld zip jeans, of course, slim fit. And then we have, what else? Oh, Christian Louboutin belt. And you know, I wear my Christian Louboutin belt. I like to wear my Christian Louboutin shoes. But I'm not wearing the shoes today because I'm going to be sitting in the grass. So I'm wearing my Christian Louboutin. I forgot what they call these. I forgot what they call this colorway. I forgot what they call it. But I get a lot of compliments with these shoes. Dudes be like, yo, man, where you get them, Joe? What kind of them, Johnson? Let's pull up the red bottoms. Since I'm wearing red, black, all kinds of colors, figure, let me go ahead and throw these joints on. And normally I don't put shoes on, even though they're very clean. Like I got a little dust on my strings. I have to wipe that off. We don't play that. And I think I had black strings in here. I took the black strings out because it was a little aggressive because I had the black toe and they got the black, you know, ankle colorway. So I took it out, man. But sometimes I don't like the white. Sometimes I think the black would be better. Or maybe even red. Maybe I should get some red laces. Well, that way I'll have red, black, and white, and I'll see what's going on. So, and we got, of course, Happy Feet socks. You gotta have Happy Feet socks. All right, so we're gonna slide these on back here. Last thing I'm gonna tell you about is grounding. A lot of you may not know what grounding or earthing is. Grounding and earthing is when you take your body and reconnect it with Mother Nature. Did I say Mother Nature? Mother Nature, the heavenly. I take what's going on? It's like She Black. I can't see you from back here, bro. Let me keep it real. I'm so far away from the camera, bro. I can't see it, but it looked like it said She Black. Thank you for stopping by. I picked up and I tried to ground because we have a lot of grass around here in my complex. A lot of grass, a lot of trees, a lot of everything. We got so much grass around here, man. Sometimes I think I can jump out my apartment and land on a tree. There's so many trees around here. But I decided to get me a grounding mat, and that's what I got. So grounding, actually, and you just gotta look it up. I mean, I can't explain it to you because some people say it works for them, some people say it doesn't. For me, I sleep better with it. It's been, man, I used to get up 2-3 times a night. I might get up one time a night, and I got to be really probably drinking a little bit and drink a lot of water before I go to bed. But yeah, that's what. Oh, She Black, that is She Black. Let me get closer. I'm chilling, bro. Thank you for stopping by, my brother. Here talking as I usually do, man. Fragrances, just life itself. Talking about the limo driving. People I'm meeting. Superior Restoration, who does masonry work and things like that. I've been talking, you know, because I'm ready to bounce. I forgot about the fashion. Let me finish. My All Saints cap. Gotta have an All Saints cap. I was gonna wear another black cap. I said, nah, I like wearing my All Saints when I'm wearing white. So let me finish the fashion part before we continue on with the men. All Saints cap, and of course my Luewe bubble glasses. The ladies like the bubble glasses. I like wearing the bubble glasses. The homies like me wearing the Louboutins, so I'm wearing the Louboutins. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's all about. One more, let me look real quick, bro. Ran, been out of the loop. You ready for the school year? No. No need to like school year. I don't work for the school district anymore, DJ. She Black and DJ Vonda. Yeah, I don't work for school district anymore. So, yeah, because I mean, basically working for them would mean that during the summer, I'm outside hire. I'm hired through Kelly Services, through a company called Frontline, or an app called Frontline. But when they go on vacation, I don't get paid. So it didn't behoove me to stay there, even though I do the limo driving. I could have do the limo driving, you know, while I was doing that, because I did that as well. But now I'm out the school thing, man. I just had my school pass and the pictures that the kids gave me that they drew for me. That's enough for now. All right, now let's get back to the grounding mat. Grounding is when you take off your shoes and your socks and take your bare feet and put them on the ground. It can be ground, you know, you want ground, not cement. Cement doesn't touch the earth. So if you have grass outside your crib, grass anywhere, take your shoes off. You know what I mean? Take you some white cloths so you can just wipe your feet off. Make sure you don't step in any doggy or cat poop. Yeah, people wipe walking cats too. And bird poop or whatever, squirrel poop, anything might be in the grass. You'll make you look around and then put your feet right in the dirt. Put your feet right in the grass. And you're connecting yourself with the earth. You don't ground your body. A lot of you sick because you don't ground your body. In fact, a lot of people sick, period. Forget about grounding your body. Just because you're living don't mean you're not sick. But you can just add more health things, being health conscious, like myself being a vegan and taking supplements and all that stuff. I had a thing that was going on with me, now it's no longer going on with me. I'm gonna tell you this real quick thing I did with this young lady who's in the pharmaceutical. I drove her, she had a meeting over in London somewhere. No, my last client came back from London and she was going to someplace for a meeting, pharmaceutical. And I was telling her how, you know, meds are cool. I ain't no problem doing meds. You gotta take them. But I try to stay away from them. I try to be as homeopathic as possible. And I told her I went to a cardiologist one time. The cardiologist was like, we think your heart. You need a stent. So call me back between 24 and 48 hours so we can schedule you for surgery so you put a stent. I was like, look here, bro. Kick rocks. I ain't scared like that. These doctors will scare you into doing some stuff you ain't got no business doing. That was in 2018. Was it 2025 now? Doctor looked at my heart. I got a new cardiologist. I went to him. He was like, you ain't need a stent. I said, well, he was trying to get me to send his daughter through college or his son through a first year of college, $12,000 stent job. I saw how much they cost, $12,000. I ain't give him $12,000. Personal choice, independent Blue Cross Blue Shield would have given him 12 grand. I ain't give him nothing, and I ain't never get it done. Like cutting me open. Getting the stent is crazy because it keeps scarring you. I keep going in so they can keep making money and removing the scar. And now, the scab and all this stuff, because that'll jack you up too. Stents start getting scarring and you gotta go back in it. And no. So I took a chance because I wasn't scared. Let me go see another doctor. I called the doctor and said, you ain't need a stent. All right, cool. I went and saw him back last time. I was supposed to have this thing called LVH, right? You'll get it eventually. If you're an athlete, you're gonna get it. It's called left ventricle hypertrophy. And what it is, your heart starts getting a little muscle on it. Whether you're working out or whether you have high blood pressure a lot. So I was diagnosed with that in the same year he wanted to do the stent, 18. And we haven't had an ultrasound until 2 weeks ago. How's it looking, Doc? Everything's fine. But what about that LVH thing he had? Well, you got a little muscle there. You probably had high blood pressure at one time, or maybe you was working out or whatever. You're going to get and you get older, over 60. You can look it up, LVH, left ventricle hypertrophy, whatever that is. After over 60, you definitely going to get it. And it ain't got to be blood pressure. It can be a myriad of things. That's why when you're diagnosed with something from a doctor, a PCP, a specialist, cardiologist, blah, 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 colonoscopias, I don't know. Look it up for yourself. Do your own research. There are a lot of doctors out there trying to just get paid. Remember, if you're not sick, they don't get paid. They can keep you sick, they keep getting paid. Holla at your boy. My little way glasses, my grounding mat. You can buy these. This mat cost me, I think it was like $13 or something. So I used to have it when I was sitting in my seat outside when I'm chilling. But now I have it back here in the studio because I'm in front of the mixer a lot. And you just plug it. It's like it clips to here. Look. I gotta get ready to go. I gotta get up the door. It clips to here, the snaps on the here, and then a long cord runs, and you plug it in the grounding hole. You plug it in the grounding hole. The heavenly made man from the earth, so we definitely should connect back to it. Absolutely, no doubt about it. That's how you got here. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. So anyway, you snap the lead on there, which is down here. I don't want to pull it out because it's nice and neat where it should be. So you snap the lead on it here, and then the other end just has the grounding part. You plug that into any outlet, and you just plug the ground part into here, like it's here. And then to test it out, they give you a meter. And if the meter lights up, that means now you're grounded. Now take off your shoes, your socks, and whatever else you got on your feet. Even if you got some masking stuff on your feet to make your feet softer. I have a friend of mine that got that on her feet. Anyway, you gotta take that off too. You can't have anything on your feet. And don't wet your feet either. This is a grounding mat. You won't get electrocuted. And you won't feel anything. You won't feel it happening in your body. So I just put this down here. So when I'm mixing and making songs and all kinds of stuff I do down here in the studio, I'm gonna be back here just as much as I'm gonna be out there looking at TV and whatsoever in my living room. And then I went and bought the sheet. The sheet is about that wide and 7 feet long. 70, more than 72 inches, whatever, 81 inches, whatever. And it's long. So when I look, I got both of these from Amazon. When you look at it, they took the sheet and just ran it across the bed like that. Well, I got a full-size bed. I like full-size beds because if I have a visitor, they ain't gonna be able to get away from a full-size bed. Holla at your boy. Only time I do king size and queen size when I'm out on vacation or something, on somebody's hotel. Here, full size, baby. Just a little bit of rollover. Oh, how you doing? What you doing? Hey, you ain't going nowhere. And I like to touch feet. Pretty feet. No bunny feet. I like to take my pretty feet, they say they're pretty. I like to take my fat toes and rub on her feet. So I got full size bed. Can't get away. I'm going to feel some skin, one way or the other. I'm going to feel it. So I take this sheet, and instead of putting it across the bed, too much information, that's all right, you listen. Instead of doing it across the bed, I run it from the head of the bed to the foot of the bed. So at night, I sleep on the whole thing. My whole body is on my grounding sheet. And after I plug it in, the same thing, but it's not, this is thick right here. The sheet is really thin, because it's like a sheet. You can buy the whole sheet. You can buy like a queen size sheet, or what, maybe a full size sheet. was a lot more money. It can be anywhere ranging from $60 to $120 for a grounding sheet to cover your whole bed. I'm the only one in my bed a majority of the time. So I just need just enough to put on my side of the bed, because I always sleep to my left. You should sleep to your left. Your heart is on your left. Sleep to the left so you ain't straining your heart. When you sleep on your back, when you're not sleeping on the other side, your heart is going this way. And your heart moves a little bit. It ain't just stuck, it ain't just stapled to your chest. It moves a little bit, and there, you know what I mean? So if you sleep on this side, it's resting. If you sleep on this side, it's trying to go down the hill all night. No, I sleep this side, left hand side. I just found out about that. I sleep on the left hand side all my life, just about, I guess. Even in the military, in the bunks. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. I always try to give you all some really good, snappy content, and that way you can learn something like I learned something. Because a lot of people are not interested in learning anything. They like to stay in the status quo. But that's good. But if you come see me, I'm going to learn you something. Because I'm learning something every day. My job is to learn something every day. I learned Stoicism. Stoicism, you need to learn that. Especially a lot of you guys who depending on women. You want to be a stoic, baby. You definitely want to be stoic. Not 100% stoic, but stoic enough. So definitely look up stoic. STOIC-ism. And this my man right here, guy is off the chain. Now, I listen to him every night. It used to be scripture. Scripture, I'm so much of that, it's embedded in my mind. I don't have to listen every night. I got it. The Gospel of Thomas, every night you listen to that. Got it. It's in my head. Stoicism, just about every night in my head. Now, here's my man. I'll let y'all listen to a little bit of it before I call it a day. I'll be right back.
Is to drain your spiritual reservoir. A man only has so much psychic force in a day. If he uses it sharing vision,
listen and try to learn something.
Cannot see, he will have none left to create that vision. Instruction: keep your definite chief aim sacred. Write it clearly. Speak it aloud, only in solitude. Say it with belief. Speak it to your own mind, your only loyal servant. Speak it to the infinite, not to the crowd. When you speak your aim before it is anchored, you give others permission to weigh in. And the average mind is a thief of destiny. You will hear the words, be realistic. That's too much. Who do you think you are? And if you are not rooted in law, you will listen. You will bend. You will shrink. You will delay. But the man who guards his speech guards his vision. And the man who guards his vision builds in power. Carnegie once said, a man who cannot keep his mouth closed cannot keep his fortune. That was not cynicism, it was strategy. The richest men of history spoke only when the harvest was already seen. They did not explain the seed. They did not describe the soil. They revealed the fruit. So now you must understand. Do not give life to that which is not ready. Do not hand over your seed to the public before it has taken root in the depths of your subconscious. Keep your mouth closed until the work demands to be seen. Let your word be law, but only in private. Let your aim be sacred, spoken only to the mind that obeys. Let your power be protected until your foundation is unshakable. Say this aloud. I hold my aim in silence. I declare it only to myself until it is reality. This is not weakness. This is power. This is not fear. This is faith. You have been taught to speak your dreams aloud, to shout them, to broadcast them, to declare them to the world. But that teaching is not law. It is not rooted in understanding of the subconscious mind. For the subconscious does not obey the public voice. It does not respond to applause. It obeys only the inner command.
Find out where this is
the repetition spoken
and check it out. I'm out. Talk to y'all later.
Charged with emotion, sealed with belief. Most men do not understand this.